On the 20th of September this year, I put out a very important recording. It dealt with the concerns regarding the security and the integrity of the Payapp system being used by some of the USAF members. In that video, I expressed my concerns about the severe centralized nature of the system after Rodney Bartman resigned from Payapp in January this year. There will be a link in the description to that recording. As I said in that recording, I'm also an account holder in Payapp. I also said that I would carry on using the Payapp system with one proviso. That was that I would not keep any significant amount of money in the system, because in the past I have lost literally millions to unscrupulous business owners who turned out to be crooks. Luckily, I stuck to that rule. It has been quite a while since I logged into the Payapp system, so I had no idea anything was wrong until my inbox started to fill up with emails from subscribers asking me if I knew what was up with the Payapp system. I tried to log in today and got the message you see on the screen right now. I immediately contacted Rodney Bartman to find out if he knew anything, even though he had resigned in January already. As it turns out, Rodney told me that he had resigned as a director of Payapp because there had been a huge lack of transparency when it came to the workings of the Payapp system. I imagine that with Brian being the mastermind behind the Payapp system and having built the system himself, he had total control of it. To cut a long story short, as many of you know, Brian resigned from Payapp recently, leaving Rodney Bartman and advocate Carlo Viljoen as the directors. As far as I know, there is now a legal battle going on between the two, which has turned out to be quite an ugly affair. That being said, somehow Brian has felt that it is appropriate to effectively freeze the accounts of every account holder in the Payapp system because he is trying to recover money that he says Payapp owes either him or Payapp. This is where things start to get a little weird for me. Firstly, I would like to know what the private account holders and the money they have in the Payapp system have to do with any claim Brian may have against Payapp or Rodney in his private capacity for that matter. There simply can be no connection between Payapp and the private account holders in the Payapp system. This begs the question, what would make Brian shut the Payapp system down like this? I can think of a number of reasons, but unfortunately none of them are ethical or legal. Since Rodney has told me that he resigned because of a lack of transparency at Payapp, Brian has been the sole directly and could have literally done as he pleases without having to explain anything to anyone. I do know that Brian has bought at least one property this year and has opened up another business in partnership with somebody else. Has Brian been using the account holders' money to fund his lifestyle and pay for all of this? Nobody knows. The fact that Brian has done something that is clearly illegal or at best extremely unethical tells me that he had no other choice. This means that he, or more correctly the Payapp system, is no longer able to honor the transactions developed by its members. In other words, the money is no longer there. According to the Payapp rules, 70% of the funds in the Payapp system should be in the form of gold Krugerrands stored in a private security facility. The question now arises whether the Krugerrands are there or not. The only way that members are going to get the truth is via the legal system, and to do that, advocate Carlo Viljoen has made himself available. He has made himself available to everyone wishing to interdict Brian Dalton for the release of their funds. He can be reached at the email address Carlo, that's C-A-R-L-O, at victorlegal, victorlegal.co.za. I will put the address in the description field for you. People, this is a disturbing turn of events and does not look good for the account holders. I would urge any and all account holders of the Payapp system to get in touch with Advocate Carlo as soon as possible. I know that Brian has a foreign passport, so it would not be too far-fetched for him to just vanish one day. Please take this possibility very seriously. This is not the first time something like this has happened, and it certainly won't be the last. This has been another urgent broadcast to you, my subscribers, that I thought I had to get out as soon as possible. My worst fears as far as the Payapp system seem to have become a reality, and the sooner action is taken, the better the chances there are of account holders recovering their funds. Please like and share this on as many social media platforms as possible. It's the only way that this message will get out there. If you have not subscribed yet, I have to ask why not? You have absolutely nothing to lose. If you would like to make a contribution to my channel, in the description of this video are ways in which local as well as international listeners can make a contribution. If you'd like to make a crypto contribution, also in the description I have placed a Bitcoin as well as an Ethereum wallet address. If you'd like to contribute any other crypto, simply send me an email to the address also in the description field and I will reply with the relevant wallet address. To those amazing people who do contribute, I say a huge thank you. Without your contributions, these recordings would not be possible. Until next time. Be safe out there.